Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Slippery Mate, and this is loot from 10,000 burial chambers. Yes, 10,000 burial chambers. That's like 1,000 more than I usually do. Wait, that's like 100 more than I usually do, because I usually do 100, and then they were doing 10,000. The maps we farmed were farmed with a super efficient build. In a non-efficient way, we used Marty Poe's Magic Phone World Ripper. We used Marty Poe. Marty Poe has got a ridiculous name, and he made a Wind Ripper build that's kind of just focuses on all the movement speed things, so you can go super fast, but it's still a lot of quant, and it has no life and no resistances, so you die a shit ton. But when you're not dying, you're farming really quickly. Basically, the build goes super fast, and my loot filter, which I'm calling the uber regular filter, is just a regular filter without all the rares showing up. So if anything, it's as slow as it's so goddamn slow to play, but you're playing it in the most fastest way, and it's just super counterintuitive. But that's kind of the point. It's a gym video. We pick up everything. Doesn't matter. Before I go any further, I gotta give a shout out to the people who helped me farm. That's right, people helped me farm. Holy shit, guys. I didn't do 10,000 myself. Why is this such a big fucking... How does this make the amount of farming that was done less goddamn amazing? I don't fucking know. But anyway, I'll just... One sec. Okay. Here's everyone that farmed. Me, Dawes, Midi, Face, Avali, Jester, Blood, Pim, Artie, Ruffle, Koala, and let me help you. Let me help you did a little bit of helping. 300 maps, 3%. How is 300 maps? How is 3 times the normal amount that I farm maps? For only 3%. Holy fucking shit. I'm just trying to let you know that 10,000 maps is so many goddamn maps. What the fuck? If you're gonna come to me and say that 3,300 maps is shit all, go fuck yourself. You haven't been farming for a month straight. You haven't not gone outside. Go fuck yourself. Thanks, Dawes, for contributing the same amount I did. Dawes was my #1 farmer, and oh my god, I'd let him know so much, just so he wouldn't quit. And then we got Midi here with 800. He did 800 in the first 3 days, and then I think just killed himself. Just stopped, disappeared, haven't seen him since. Face did 500, but then he stopped. He was the German guy who I was talking about in some of the updates. Avali did 200 in the first week, and then I never heard from him again. Same like Midi is gone. Jester did 101%. It's still appreciated. It's still a lot of maps. Don't talk down on his thing. He started and stopped and started and stopped and started and stopped, and he helped me, and he got there in the end. Blood did 100, and as you can see, his purple color doesn't show up anywhere else. So he did 100 and didn't get any Doctor drops, Exalt drops, or Taylor drops. But that, you know, it's appreciated to the total. Pim did 300, Artie did 200, Ruffle did 300, Koala, these ones here, Artie, Ruffle, Koala, and Let Me Help You came in at the 6 to 7k mark, so they were going to help. And once the total between me and Dawes and all of these ones hit 8k, they just like, hey, here's the rest of the maps. Boom, we can skip update 9. Boom, we can skip update 10. We're fucking done, etc. And of course, if I scroll over if I scroll over here, you can see how many exalts we got. And if anything, it's not telling you how many doctors we got. This is just the share. This is 100% of the maps, and then it breaks it down. So this is 100% of the doctors, 100% of the exalts. So if you add up the total of the exalts, it's not going to tell you how many doctors there are unless I hover over it. And this is 100% of the Cheerless Splinters. These are just the ones that I wanted to keep down as a record, because if a farmer got an exalt, they're getting it back at the end. If a farmer got a doctor, they're getting it back at the end. If a farmer got a Cheerless Splinter, they're getting it back at the end. If they didn't get anything like that, if they didn't get specific items that are worth more than an X, they're not getting it back at the end, but they are getting their split based on how many maps they did. So I'm going to get 33% of the loot that is worth less than an Exalt. Split up. So Jeweler Orbs, Chaos Orbs, all that stuff. The split is going to be the percentage of the people that farmed. People that are here wanting to see the loot don't give a shit about this. They've already skipped this. That's fine. But I figured I'd explain everything. So even if the people who helped me farm aren't quite sure, this is what we're doing. This is how it's going down. I'm going to show you the loot in game right now. Hey guys, welcome to my hideout. This is the loot in game. I've turned off my sockets for a very important reason that you'll see in a moment, but this is the loot, this is the currency. We'll do the currency first, and then the div cards, and then the items, and then, you know, we'll cry because I've told you how many doctors we've got, and I've drawn this clickbait out as long as I fucking can. It's not clickbait, but it's the thing everyone wants to know, but we'll get there right after the currency, so just wait a little bit or skip ahead, I don't give a shit. Anyway, we've got 71 exalts. I've got currency cop up, and it's telling me that so far all of the jewelers, so picking up 6 sockets is way better to do. Like, just pick up 6 sockets. Don't even pick up exalts, because the jewelers are going to be worth more in the end, because I've got 6,504. I got 6 fuck's sake, I got 65,000 fucking jewel, 65,471 jewel orbs for a grand total of 7,201 chaos. I got 71 exalted orbs at the current rate is 72 chaos per exalt, so I've got 5,129 chaos. Fusing, we've got 7,588 fusing. We've got 399 chaos. We've got 6,265 cartographers. Forgive me if I seem a little bit. It's 7 a.m. I'm always sleep deprived at all times, and we just can't help it. But I can put all of this in a image format. I mean, it's in a video format. How about I just read off the currency cop list, and I'll just stay on this page here. Okay, we got 1,544 Val Orbs, 978 White Sextants. One of these, this one came from a unique strongbox, so that's why that showed up. 1,522 Orbs of Regret, 77 Divine Orbs, 14,208 Alterations, 2,439 Scours, 9,716 Chromatics, 2,158 Alchemies. The reason that there's less alchemies than everything else is because we were alching the maps as we were going. So, numbers that aren't going to be quite as accurate, because I started with 100 maps, and I sustained them by T3 burials. I sustained them by shaping this one and then removing T4s and T3s from my atlas, so that the only maps that dropped, excluding T1s and T2s, were more burials that I would then alch and run. So I'd alch them with my alch orbs. I'd also pick up incantations. I've got 5,000 incantation cards left over to hand in this video to show you. I'd alch them. I'd re-roll them with either Scours, more alchs, or chaos, so those numbers aren't perfectly accurate, but they wouldn't be anyway in case I missed picking up some during the 10,000 maps that we fucking farmed. Holy shit. Anyway, there's not a lot of alchs there, that's why. Chance Orbs, 9,542. Zoth Breachstones, that's counted for some reason because they're currency. I figured I'd show you right now. I bought this. Thanks, GGG. Appreciate. I handed in a couple of Herm Mask sets. I'll hand them all, the rest of them later. That's not the total. That's definitely not the total. We got 1,589 Tulls. Splinters I'm talking about, 1,755 soft splinters, 1,954 ash splinters, 828 ulna tolls, and 309 chalice. I kept them out of the fragment tab because if I put them in there, it'd turn them into breachstones, and as you know, the splinters I kept track of to give back to the farmers the amount that they gave me, so it's all fair. But numbers like these, Jester's going to get 1% of 65,471 jewelers. He may not have given me that many to begin with, but we're doing this the percentage-based split up for the lower tier currency. I don't know if you care about this, but if you do, you've already looked at everything and you've counted, and I only kept these good tier of essences. I've got these stacked decks as well, which we can hand in just a moment, but we'll do it after I've shown you everything. I'll go through the divination. I'll show you the divination cards right next. I'm not just telling you this, I'm telling me this because I don't know what I'm doing right now. I have no plan apart from anything that you may have seen if you paused on it. That's all I've got. So what are we doing next? Div cards, I guess. Where is div cards? Here they are. Okay. I'm going to scroll through these, and this time I'm not going to blur it, so you can see how many doctors I got. I've already sold my headhunter that I had equipped from the part 1 update loot, and I got 8 cards for it, and I've thrown that into this pile, so you can see how many I got. But I'm going to hand all these in. I'll just show you everything. Let me just tab over to my divination tab in Currency Cup I'm using on the side. Currency Cup isn't the most accurate thing, but it's a good thing to give me a nice count and approximation. If you want the approximation currency-wise, we've got 36,672 chaos worth of currency, including these. And for divination cards, we've got 31,177 chaos worth of divination cards. And if they're full sets, I'm handing them in this video. And then the number of chaos worth for divination cards is going to go the fuck down because I'm handing them in. And incantation cards definitely aren't worth 0.3 of a chaos because no one buys them. But anyway, Assassin's Favor, Series Arsenal, Balanced Realms, called the first one's going to handle them in. They drop in the map. I don't know if they drop on the map or whether they just drop from like rare or like maybe something that rolls. I should know, but I don't. Gonna hand these in, anything that's got a gold outline I'm handing in, except for headhunter cards, because the farmers themselves, as I've said, are getting their doctor cards back. We just wanted to know the numbers, and now we know the numbers. I'm handing all of these in thanks to the fragment set. Hand this in, hand this in, hand this in. I want to do like hand in 1,000 of these, but I don't know if I can get 4,000 of these before the league ends, but I'll try. Royalties, Lucky Connections, Agate Amulet, more stuff, Piranha's Things, Reign of Chaos, got one of these from a divination box. Malkun, nearly got an Odi Kuroshi, just kidding. I don't even, yeah, that came from a divination box, I think. Battleborn, I remember my very first, I'm just reminiscing, my very first farm I did was to try and get Battleborn cards so I could get that red axe that is worthless because I didn't know Poe Trade existed. So, you know, technically I played solo self-found for the first 2 years of this game. Malagara's Virtuosity, that's going to be painful to hand in, not as painful as Whispering Ice cards. Life Armor, Spell, no, not Spell Gem, but I'll get 2 to 3 towards that. Valor. The Dapper Prodigy, Belt of the Deceiver, 52 Doctor cards, 52 Doctor cards, 52, 5 Headhunters, 6 Headhunters, and 6.5 Headhunters, 52 Doctor cards. If you time skip to this point, fuck you, but oh my god, I don't give a shit. 52 Doctor, okay. That's like 1 every 200-ish maps. I'm not gonna say that though, because anyone who wants to know ratios can die, because ratios, it's RNG, it doesn't matter, who gives a shit anyway. Dreamland, Poor Joy's Asylum, Vivid Crimson Jewels, Flora's Gift, gonna hand in a whole bunch of Gamblers. Hopefully I'll do them first. Hopefully I'll remember to do them first, so then I'll have more divination cards to hand in again. Gentleman, 5,000 Whispering Ice, I'll stream this, and I'll hand them in the stream. And then we'll put this video out like 2 to 3 days later. Lover, Obscured, a fair few of them, that's pretty cool. I wish I got more of these because I so desperately want a certain unique unset ring. The Puzzle, the Risk, that's cool. Ventus Gambles, I got some of them I could show you. Not of them good, but I've got some I can show you. Calm's Roots, a Wand, a Monstrous Treasure, a bunch of Void cards, a whole bunch of these Witch cards that are worthless. Wolverine, the Wrath, Essence cards, possibly another Headhunter. Just scrolling all the way, that's everything, okay. Now before I go through the items, well I am going to go through the items, but before I do, I've got this piece of paper. Well, I don't have to do before, but basically, here's the items. I'm not going to use Currency Cup to count them for me, but I have got a printed piece of paper that tells me what in here is worth anything. I mean, they're all worth something. Apparently this one's worth more than this one because of probably the increased attack speed, hold alt. Yeah, it's max attack speed, okay. So I've got this thing that it just told me, it just highlighted on the page ones that are worth something. So this one's worth more than the average, this one's worth more than the average because of 11% attack speed, 12 attack, 8, okay? So I guess people want max roll things, so saying that these two here are worth more than everything else, and I'm sure someone who knows why will tell me that, and if I had to guess, it's gonna be the attack speed again. Yep, 18% attack speed compared to everything else. Cool, got some Astromantises here, they're all worth something in order of cheapest to most expensive, because perfect, and then, you know, close to perfect, but 85, you know, all that good. It's fine. What do we got here? Yeah, block, chance to block, yeah, so that max, everything else. There's still everything. All the items I kept are worth more than 3C, some of them can be worth more, some of them can't be. Basically, I'm just going to tab through these items real quick and just show you the amazing Tetris-like sorting capabilities I now have thanks to the amount of time I spent sorting all this stuff. Whoa! Star Conjures, specifically this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. I should have actually organized them, being the good ones on the left and the bad ones on the right. Didn't think that far ahead. This one's worth more than 3C. These are worth... I'm gonna sneeze. 2 socket lap poachers, baby. That's pretty good, right? Anyway, this is the maps. These aren't worth anything, but I wanted to keep all unique maps that drop. So these specifically drop because the map is tier 3 and tier 4 maps can drop, and unique maps would only drop if a normal T4 would drop, it'd turn back to a Burial Chambers. These dropped from boxes, I would assume. These were the Venters that dropped. Most of them are absolute shit. Shit. Well, I say they're shit, I just couldn't price them. So I feel like Ventus is the hardest bloody thing in the world to price. If anything, this one's probably worth the most, but still not a lot. Kept the good rings, all the bad rings were turned into Lore Weaves. So here's the stuff that's worth more than 3C as usual. These are worth like 50C each. These are worth more because they've got quant on them. These aren't rings, but they're worth more than 3C. Everything worth more than 3C. Keeping stuff that's worth more than 3C. One of these, I think this one is worth an X apparently, but I don't know why. I don't see it. Maybe it's just my price checker goofing out. It's most likely just my price checker goofing out. Here's the jewels. Oh my god, don't you love my Tetris sorting? It's so good. Anyway, these are worth a whole bunch because elemental hit, etc. Hovering over everything I can, as much as I can. Kept these because they're all 15% damage increases, 15% damage increases. They're the max, close to the max rolls. Everything's close to the max roll, and that's why I would have kept it. If it was not close to the max roll, I would have deleted it. But then again, these are random and really hard to price, so I just kept any that showed up from Abyssal stuff. Got some Lionized Falls, got 4 Inspired Learnings, got 5 Primordial Mites, got 2 of these bad boys, 3 of these bad boys, 3 of these bad boys. I'm sure you can tell by looking at it, and if you can't tell what something is by looking at it, you're just here to see if you get money from Burial Chambers, and if you are, yes you do, but you have to spend approximately, oh god, I should really figure out how long it takes. Cut to me figuring out how long it takes. Or don't, and then let's just continue looting. And if I don't, I'll do it after. Fuck it, I'll just do it after. Fuck cutting shit. Okay, some tabulars. Whole bunch of tabulars. They're worth like a divine each. Whole bunch of drill necks. They're worth more than 3C. I'll probably val all these drill necks, to be perfectly honest. Stuff that's worth keeping. Sedemas with 16% quant. 15 to 16. Yep. Gold worms with at least a high amount of quant, but not exactly perfect. Because if I had a perfect one, that'd go in my shit that's worth a lot of money tab. A perfect gold worms. And going back, not to skip ahead. Also, that being said, I do have some other Taste of Hates lying around, but I don't know why this one's worth more than the other ones. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I got some cams, got some lore weaves. None of these spawned as a 6-link. Unidentified 6-link, that would have been cool, but I'm sure these are worth, some of these are worth more than others based on the rolls, like maximum resistance and I assume elemental damage. So I guess this one would be worth a fair bit. It's not my place to tell, it's just my place to show. So I'm going to do half of show and tell, I'm just going to show. Showing my stuff. Show bellies. Show Bisco Leash. Show Queen of the Forest. Show... I honestly thought these were impulses, not impulses. I've been saying it wrong my entire life and no one has corrected me. Apparently they're impulses, and the only way I found out was trying to type it in here and putting an M in and being like, why don't I have any? I thought I had tongues. But anyway, there's all my impulses, all my abysses, all my Calm's roots, all my bones that are actually worth something, and I'm probably not going to corrupt them. My Tinker skins, my gold rims, my terminuses, my Lycos, my tomb fists, my chin souls, my Mjolnir, my soul taker, my Cephal's frame, my allolepathy. Everything looks really cool, right? Look at my gem tab. Stuff that's worth more than it would have been worth if I had sold it into a gem cutter. Stuff that's worth, you know, good because I spent time leveling them up while I was farming, etc. Stuff that's worth something. Tab. Stuff that's worth even more tab. 2-socket tomb fist, perfect divination, distillate, shroud of light, shroud of light, shroud of light, there's 2 wind rippers, double one of them, some more stuff here. I got 3 fucking Bisco drops. This section here, this is items that I dropped. This is items that other people dropped. This is items that I dropped. I got 3. Me, the guy that only did 3,300 maps. I got 3 Biscos. Holy shit. Anyway, moving on. This is just the tab where I turn Agnerons into Vinkdar's squares. That's how many Vinkdar's squares I got. Here's the tab of shit that I didn't get enough of to make look pretty. Here's the 6 links. 6-link base drops, 6 of them. 1 5-link Stormcloud. Some Tukahama's Fortress. Well, everything in here is worth at least 3C, right? But it's just like... it's just so hard to organize when there isn't much stuff to stack it against. There's another one of them. We'll keep that. A whole bunch of Lions Roar, like 15 or so Lions Roar. These aren't exactly worth anything anymore, but I picked them up. They're worth something in my mind. This is cool. Don't know what that was. Grabbed it anyway. Yeah, there's the stuff that couldn't really be organized. I mean, I could have put these in a tab somewhere, but you're here for the small breakdown, and that was a small breakdown. Here's the Whispering Ices, 6 sockets. I am going to hand in a whole bunch of these really soon. But before I do, I'll show you the just the generic time-based breakdown. Skip to the time-based breakdown that I was going to skip to previously, but I'm actually going to skip to it this time. Here's the time comparison thing I was talking about. It was hidden underneath for this all along. And as you'll see, I recorded in seconds how long it takes me to run a map using my filter. I didn't do it 11 times, I did it 10 times, I only had 10 maps. Don't worry about it. The average here, or the total time, average in seconds, average in minutes, basically. So here's these are all NeverSyncs. My filter was based off a NeverSync filter. I took uber strict and then enabled all the currency that regular has, but then none of the items that regular has. So mine took a little bit shorter than regular would, because when you're farming with actual regular, it's like farming with alt held down permanently. Holy shit, it is just eye cancer. And the point, the 10%, the tenth of a minute it takes for me to count and look at the items, basically I just got rid of that with my filter. So everyone who like farmed, who are also farming burial chambers, I'm so sorry to you. You are doing it with the fastest build possible and the slowest filter possible. And I'm sorry, if you just want to look at this, it's faster if you just have less stuff dropping, less stuff showing up, less stuff to go back and pick up. And then you're going to be like, hey Jim, what about my chaos per hour? I've already done that math as well. And if you want to check the math, you can check it all here. It's using basic understanding of how many hours it would have taken to do 10,000, and then the maps divided by the hours to give you the amount of times. This is the total value of everything I got, total value of everything I got minus doctors, assuming I was on that filter. This is the actual price of everything that I got in Chaos, and then everything I got in Chaos minus the doctors, and then if I had used the uber strict filter, everything I got in Chaos minus the doctors minus the alterations and champs orbs that I wouldn't be picking up. But then if I use the hours it took and do the math, it turns into if I was farming with uber strict filter, I would get 141 Chaos worth of items without doctor cards included per hour of farming, compared to how much I would get if I did it this way. If I did it this way, farming would have taken like 350 hours, but it would have taken less time with uber strict, and time is money, and the whole argument of, oh, but if you're farming quicker, wouldn't I get less? But I could do it quicker, so what's better? Uber strict's better if you're farming quicker. If you're not farming quicker, you probably want to go with a filter that matches your farming rate, which is my filter or a regular filter or whatever. The faster you go, the better, clear speed meta, etc. I was going to do a comparison, I still might, between Solar Self-Found Disk. What the fuck? SSD versus hard drive loading speed comparison, because I did all my farming on SSD, and I would like to see how much time wasted, how many hours I would have lost to having a hard drive. I can still do that math, but I'll just have to break it down later on and then re-edit it, and I'll stick it in somewhere, I'm sure. And I'll also stick in, haha, that's what she said. No, that's not what she said. I'll stick in I recorded like 800 clips for this, and I haven't used them yet in the video, so I'll have to put them somewhere in a sort of, like a little clip section. But I'll also just scroll over this. Now I got 15 doctors. Doors got 15, so we both did equal maps, got equal doctors. I'm sure it's just RNG. MIDI did 8% of the maps, got 15% of the doctors. So that's how RNG can fuck you in a case like that. Koala got 6 doctors, 6 maps, that's a 1-to-1. These are a 2-to-1, and MIDI's is just broken. Actually, his is a 1-to-1 as well. Who's broken? I think Jester did 100 maps, got 2 doctors. So his is the broken one. 1 doctor every 50 maps, 1-to-1, 2-to-1, etc. It doesn't really matter. I mean, in the long run, we made currency, we made a shit ton of currency, but that's what you do if you're going to invest so much of your time into something. If you want a get-rich-quick scheme, you can't, there's no such thing. That's the point. You have to put a time investment in it, and then you get rich, and then you waste it on stupid things like I'm going to do. Hey guys, look, it's a calculator, kinda. It's a digital calculator. Yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, I did some math real quick just to compare SSD to hard drive speeds. The load time to go into burial chambers on an SSD for me was 1 second 36. And I mean this in the sense of 1 second 0.36. These aren't microseconds. If this was microseconds, it'd be 22. But since there's it makes sense. 1 second 0.36. I did 10,000 burials. If we're saying I did 3,300, you know that. But I'm saying if everyone had my SSD and we all ran, it would take in that many seconds, which is this many minutes, which is this many hours, which is 3.7 hours of loading. 3.7 hours in the fucking loading screen during this farm. But if I did it with my hard drive, I have an SSD and a hard drive. I installed PathofXL to my hard drive just for this occasion. It takes me 5.06 seconds to load into a burial. This is average. I did the math, it's all good. Times 10 1,000 to get the seconds, divided by this to get the minutes, divided by this to get the hours. It would have taken 14 hours of loading time to fucking 14 hour. Oh my god. Okay, 1 sec. 0.055. I'm gonna take the SSD time out of this, which we know is 3.7 hours. I saved 10 hours of my fucking life. It's 10 hours. Oh my god. I could make a whole video into. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing with these numbers, but if you're playing on a goddamn hard drive, try and get an upgrade to SSD, because holy fucking shit.
I don't worry about people running with incantations so much as you would think, but I also don't want people to just take shit and run. I'm sure people wouldn't do that because they're incantations. I mean, they're literally worthless. Another one of them, that's pretty good. Gotta be careful not to hand in like one of these by accident. I mean, not that it matters, but... Exalted card! Whoa! That's a lot! Orb, Fusion Orb, Katana Orb, Whispering Ice Orb, Bridgestone Orb, Chaos Orb, Map Orb, and Life Orb, and Paramus Orb, and Map Orb, and... Fuck, that was a Void card! Was a Void card, thank you for the ring. Blood Bond, and a Chaos Orb. Sure! stones. Fuck yes. Actually, that's pretty good. Really common those apparently. The silence washes over me. Well, no, I don't put that in here. Okay. The one good thing so far, after all the wasted money. Wasted money. Read all the edits. Okay. Fuck. I'll put this back in here. One sec. Put it back in. Let's have a look at that. Never look at it.
That's all the div card hand-ins, and as you can tell from the div card hand-ins, you're better off just selling div cards. That being said, though, I did get, I was handing in obscure div cards, and we got this one. That's pretty cool. This is everything that was worth something from the div cards, except these. These were because I corrupted stuff. You probably saw that. If you didn't see it, it's because the footage corrupted, and I'm sorry, but I corrupted some drill necks, like this many of them, and that's what I got. Oh yeah, and if the div card stuff corrupted, the fragments and stuff doesn't matter. I'm not corrupting tabulas though. If anything, I'll put these in there to replace the drill necks that I took out. But this is all the stuff that's worth money from handing in div card set. This was from the ring thing. I can't remember. But this one, like 40C, it's all positives, even though the quant shit, that's pretty cool. I got a Monstrous Treasure hand in. I wonder if I knew that handing in a Monstrous Treasure div card was going to give me a Monstrous Treasure. Who'd have fucking thunk it? But these were kind of cool, because corruptions, they're like 5x each. Don't know what this chance is into, but it's a 6 link, and it says it's worth like 20 to 40C or something. This is worth like 2x or something like that. These are worth like 40C each. That was cool to get from the fucking obscure div card. That's about everything if I can think of. If anything, if I've forgotten, what have I forgotten? Lastly, I'm going to read out the names of everyone who's ever donated, subbed, Patreoned, anything support-wise. Not exactly followed, because I tried to figure out... Honestly, I tried to find how many people have followed on YouTube or subscribed. There's no way to get the list. It only goes down to 100, and I've got a little bit more than that, and I just can't find it. But anyway, in no order at all. God damn it, why is Izzer at the top? I'll just keep scrolling. I'm going to randomize this. Okay. I'm going to butcher all these names. Dava Rave, Mate, Sloganator, Chillbins, AMC, Premium X, Whitewing Devil, Exuma, Sassy McGee, Mativo, Pimmelage, Jado, Exatia, Calamity Angel, Egglith, No Homo Sapien, Alpha Zac, Too Swelly, Pervading, Molder, Jackal fucking Omega, Bad Bibbid Toad, Shrimp Derice, No Brawl Foolishness, B3002MS, Buckley, Mithley, Tyranator, Asmin, Benro, Retard Joe, Bronco Brutalo, Tench, Tempori, Temporte, oh my fucking god. Charizard Forever, Exploitation, The Thing, Enclaved, Kekpazim, Grumpetsine, Nedvelsen, Zizarin, Muyi N2, Vixen V, Riftsphere, Wellado, Hooker, Endox, Rabbit, Mangalong, Dammo, Lysis, Manacute, Mips, Bixie, Cloud Persona, Circle Icicle Circle, Fernvin, Quist, Alan Bird, Bash Landon, Stephen III, Pancake of the Darkest Evil, Zerandus, Antonioved, Awesome Pigeon, Chain Zero, Excoti, Kohina, Begzasaur, Riceman, Gestapo, Trickster, Curloy, Exmere, Collar, Akuji, Test Akuji, the Judge, Empyrean Gaming, Talash, Grish the Cat, Moonfire Cat, Flamin, Monkus, Titu, Condom, Spam, Cole, Worty Quack, Hyso, Raven, Izzo, Lemus, Alan the Piano Polisher, Hoyd Gaming, Palangi, Himph, Easy Walker, Code Table, Doc Hydrox, Version 2, Ozaru, Malspa Multi, Potato Joe, Max Speed 301, GG Fletcher, Raymond Not Gaming, Bloodforged, Half an Octopus, Kez Jacius, Seventh Harbinger, Emperor of Salt, Bone Reaper, Hobo Mate, Cleetoise, Twither, Cargill, Juicy, JVC 1990, Breelan, Viotech, Tekken, There, A Real Keeb, Mr. Wild, Prowl, Namination, Wendy TV, Yuki Bango, Pirate Jan, Psycho Sun, Cheshire, Jesmond, Sanford the Grey, Merrick Alden, I'm a Gay, Kappa Pride, God fucking damn it, FPS Hydra, Kiss the Ring, Beard Baron, Rob McIntosh, Hellshorer, Moon DK, SC Chubby, Thunderdome, Sputnik, Cute Dog, Ascendant, Cloth Hat, Definity, U Rusi, Melish Deck, Babby Bastard, Boombadil, Bullet Games, Alpha Nun, Darius Kerwat, Wrinkle FTSD, 8 Skates, Reverend Beard, More Def, SDLNV, Snowme, Pokey, Epic Fluzz, Piggy for President, Lockpo, Midwick, Queen Prada, Titsman, Slosh HT, Fovapo, Unclear Dozer, Vela Squared Bearsian, Joel's a Lot, Freeze Tag, The Overlord, Greg, JV Hunts, Ghetto Shoes, Papa Bo, MC, Repick Name the Dude, Real Abaxoff, Bloody Fingers, Soul Kerm, Frastic, Pegasus, Nick Jester, Dizzy G, Base Colsey, Durus Pulik, Fly Cubic, Renegade, Nord, Sushi, Xin69, Tom Danksor, Tartananta, Catmaster OP, Goki, Totally Not Ziggy D, Sneaky, Dada, Mujar Sawari, and then the normal names. Peter, David, Tim, The Dency, Sean, Ernest, Hayden, Henrik, Arcane Mastery, Christoph, Chris, Franz, Moment Killer, Matthew, Caleb, Jesse, Klaus, Negromancer, FK Noob, Casper, Zach, Edward, Tyrius, Adam, Soren, Bajita, David, Dan, Josh, Anna, Benjamin, Heinelroy. Many thanks to all those people. Holy fucking shit, that took way longer than I thought it would. There's so many more people. Well, anyway, thanks for the money. Yep. If every one of you gave $1, I'd have $20. I mean 200. I mean 230. I don't know. Thanks though. It is appreciated, and I look forward to reading that out again in a year's time when I do another stupid thing. I think that's everything. I think that... Oh no, it isn't. I have to show you clips. Okay, fuck. I thought I'd put this at the end, but I guess not. Here's some clips of stupid shit that happened while I was recording this, but it wasn't to do with this. Yeah. Got the same one. Now we have it. Okay.
A gem in the mix.
He looks like Linus in that fucking screenshot, Jim. He looks like Linus
He
Tech
does.
Tips.
Yeah.
I can't fucking deal with this.
Christ.
I have arrived. Hey guys, look, I don't have any MTX because I'm not a whore. Wait a second. Do I have auras?
None of us do either.
There we go. Look at this shit. What's this one do?
Oh, I think I just crashed.
That's how OP
Yep,
I
I
am.
just
I crashed.
You didn't even
so
do
quick.
anything, and I.
Turn my auras on. Wee, look at my damage. It's great. Look. It took like 7 cyclones to kill a white mob. This build's great. About you, but I have no idea who the fuck you are.
That's pretty much it.
Generically speaking, I can't speak for who gets invites. It's not my fucking guild. But generically speaking, if no one knows who the fuck you are, no offense, just hang out in Discord more, and then maybe, I'm assuming. Or
Jim, you're pretty offensive, dude. You wanna calm
if
down?
Pim doesn't give a
You wanna
fuck
calm
about
down?
who gets in the guild, then go ahead and
You wanna
fucking
calm
invite
down,
him. I don't
bro?
give a shit. I'm gonna go get food.
Fourth vial of transcendence.
What's that one?
Shit kill one.
Tempered flesh.
Your head out.
Which one's that one? Yeah, tempered flesh, whichever one that one is. Give me a sec to sort my inventory and not put shit in the fucking wrong place, goddamn gym loop.
Yo. Wow. Fucking hell. Last 4 days, so that just kills me every time. I just need that as a shirt. Not as a shirt. I don't wear shirts. I need that as a pair of underpants.
There's a pair of underpants.
What the fuck, Pim? I'm fucking done. I said that before you, and then time dilation. I don't know. Jesus fucking Christ! Really?
Things?
It's
I'm
probably a
fucking
settings, man.
turning the
What have you done?
settings all the way up.
Mine are always all the way up.
Ass. High quality, anti-social.
Gotta see every single polygon.
on that ass.
Oh, the
No,
polygon.
it's still pretty flat.
Send me a screenshot.
It's just I'm not seeing what you're seeing, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's a seam. You know that's a seam, right?
What do you mean?
That's the seam on her pants. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. Jesus.
I don't know what you're saying then. It's just there's just nothing, Jim. It's just not there.
You're so mean.
Nothing.
What is this
I'm
button?
not
do?
sending you fucking.
Oh. Sorry.
Well,
I found a
Sending
3D
you.
button in my thing. Now I'm painting Alpha's ass in 3D. It's fucking Windows 10. Technology.
Oh my god! It's Tim.
Dude, I'm
It's
crying.
like that face.
I can't breathe.
Can these be made into emotes, please?
I'm doing that.
I'm fucking gonna cry. I think I could even do it, but I can't breathe. Oh.
If you get these emotes, Jim, if you get this as emotes, I'll sub. I just want to spam them
No,
across
not
Twitch.
on Twitch, not on the server.
No, slippery pin.
I need to get it on tier 15.
Oh, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god. Can someone clip it? Clip his reaction. Clip it.
Maybe I should have this as my starting background.
Oh my
This is
god.
Why are you yelling? This
Holy shit. This is great.
is horrible.
It's horrible, Jim. It's horrible.
I would send this to my girlfriend.
Oh shit.